टूटा माता की आसीस निमख न बिसरो तुमको हर हर सदा भजो जगदीश। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। प्यारी साध संगत जी, today we are back in exploring the Jivan of our Khalsa's Mata, Tan Tan Mata Sahib Deva ji, in conjunction with their Prakash Purab, which is on the 3rd of November. So yesterday we looked at, even though yesterday the topic, it was not directly talking about what Mataji was doing at the time, but it was basically more on the time where Mataji was already married to Guru Maharaj and what was happening in Nandapur Sahib. So we saw how glorious the whole atmosphere was, and we also saw how before we talk about that, we spoke about Akali, about who is an Akali, what is their virtues, and what is their subha like, what is their nature like. And we also saw that the Akalis, what were their role at the time of Guru Maharaj, where they were always at the front, they were always the front liners, and why they are called Akalis, because they are not afraid of death, because they are not bound to Kal, they are not bound to death, and because they are not afraid of death, they are always willing to sacrifice themselves for the Pantha. This is why until now the Nihang Singhs, the Akalis, are very widely respected. And we also saw how Mata Sahib Devan ji was always there during all the Amrit Sanchars that Guru Maharaj did. And even until now, whenever any Amrit Sanchar take place, Mata Sahib Devan ji is still there. She is still present. So both our Mata and Pita of the Khalsa, our Pita Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they are present in the form of Panj Pyare, which is the Sargun Swarup, and Mata Sahib Deva ji is also present in a Gupt Roop. So we have both our parents during our Amrit Sanchar, and when Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave the Khalsa Panth to Mata Sahib Deva ji, they said that this children of yours, you will keep having new and new children, you will keep having more and more children, because every time an Amrit Sanchar take place, Mata Sahib Devan ji, she gained more children and more and more, and all these children of Mata Sahib Devan ji is making her proud in different ways. So today we are going to look at further, because when we saw yesterday that the Anandapur Sahib was so glorious, the Pahari Raje, they were basically jealous of Guruji, and now in the end they decided that the best way to basically make Guruji be afraid, or basically to take them out of Anandapur Sahib, is by approaching the Mughal Sarkar, the Mughal government. So today we will see how they approached the Mughal government, the royal family of the Mughals, and how Aurangzeb would send army to Anandapur Sahib, which would later lead to the Parivar Vichoda at Sarsa Nadi. And before we start, we would keep our surti in Mata Sahib Deva ji's charan by repeating her holy name 5 times. Tana Tana Mata Sahib Deva ji, 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 Tana Tana Mata Sahib Deva ji. Satnam Sri Vaheguru ji. कुछ पहाड़ी राजे इकट्ठे हो करके दिल्ली गए. So some of these Pahari Rajas, they got together, they got इकट्ठे, and they left Delhi. ਅਤੇ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਦੇ ਬਾਦਸ਼ਾਹ ਔਰੰਗਜ਼ੇਬ ਕੋਲ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਝੂਠੀਆਂ ਚੁਗਲੀਆਂ ਕਰਕੇ. So they went to the Badshah of Delhi at that time, who was Aurangzeb, and they did chuthiyan chugliyan. Basically, they did false. They told false narratives about Guru Maharaj. They basically slandered Guru Maharaj to Aurangzeb. Usnu Satguru ji de khilaf padkaya. So they provoked Aurangzeb to be against Guru Maharaj. They basically instigated him to be against Guru Maharaj. ਅਤੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਦੇ ਤਖਤ ਤੇ ਕਬਜ਼ਾ ਕਰਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਤਿਆਰੀਆਂ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ. So they told Aurangzeb that Guru Maharaj is basically preparing to conquer the Delhi Raj. So they basically lied to Aurangzeb, saying that Guru Maharaj is basically preparing their forge to take over, to conquer the Delhi throne. ਪੰਥ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਕ੍ਰਿਤ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਗਿਆਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਹਨ. So Krit means in the writing of Gyani Gyan Singh Ji in Panth Prakash. Rachyo Panth Tisne Ik Para. So it's saying of what they told the Mughal Sarkar. They said Rachyo, they established a Panth Tis de Ik Para. ਇੱਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਭਾਰਾ ਪੰਥ ਰਚਿਆ ਵਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਨੇ. So it is saying para means heavy, but it also means a great pantha, a very glorious pantha, basically a very powerful pantha. This is established by Kalgitar Padsha ji. 22 ਧਾਰ ਦੇ ਰਾਜਿਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਪਟ ਭਰੀਆਂ ਝੂਠੀਆਂ ਮੁੱਠੀਆਂ ਮਿੱਠੀਆਂ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ. So when the Aurangzeb, when he heard this ਝੂਠੀਆਂ ਮੁੱਠੀਆਂ means lies, and they told it in such way which was so convincing, mithiyan galla. And another thing to note is Baitar Raje. They are basically, when we say Pahadiye, Baitar Raje or Rajput Raje, in this whole narrative we are talking about the same people. So why are they called Baitar? Because Bai means 22. Tar. So Tar is like Riyaista, basically like states. So there were 22 states there. So this Bai Tar the Raja. So there were 22 Raja of these 22 states. And that's why they are called Bai Tar. And currently all these 22 states, they are basically in Himachal. So Kapata, Bai Tar the Raja and Kapata means deceit. So when Aurangzeb heard this deceitful gallan, chuthiyan gallan of this Baitar Raje, Aurangzeb ne Sri Anandpur Sahib te Delhi to bhari fauja chad dittiyan. So chad dittiyan means he basically sent a lot of fauja, a large number of army to Anandpur Sahib from Delhi. चारे तरफों बहुत भारी घेरा. From all 4 directions, the whole Anandpur Sahib was basically they basically surrounded Anandpur Sahib from all 4 corners. And then ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਆਉਣਾ ਜਾਣਾ ਰਸਦ ਪਾਣੀ ਬੰਦ. So the Sangat, they could not come to Anandpur Sahib because it is surrounded by this army. And the Rasd Pani, they are basically their food and their other basic needs could not come in. Then it also means that the Sangat that is staying in Anandpur Sahib, they could not have access to anything outside of Anandpur Sahib. ਇਸ ਜ਼ੁਲਮੀ ਕਾਰਵਾਈ ਵਿੱਚ 22 ਧਾਰ ਦੇ ਰਾਜੇ ਮੋਹਰੀ ਹੋਏ. So in this cruel action that was taken by this Mughal emperor, this Baitar Raje mohri hoye means mure hoye. So because they were the one that actually instigated Aurangzeb, right? So when Aurangzeb sent this army, they were at the forefront. They basically volunteered to be at the forefront of this Fauja. And who were among this Baitar Raje that were so eager to basically destroy our Kalgitar Padshaji? They were, some of them are named in this Pothi, and some of the names are here. Raja Kahlur, Raja Handur, Raja Kangada, Raja Jaswal, Raja Nandaun, Raja Guler, Raja Jammu, Raja Chamba, Raja Noorpur, Raja Srinagar, Raja Dadwal ਆਦਿਕ 22 ਧਾਰ ਦੇ ਰਾਜਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਾਦਸ਼ਾਹ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਫੌਜ ਭੇਜੀ. So there were a large number of forts that were sent alongside all these rajas. So now, because when there is a forge, there are many generals, right? So some of the name of the generals are also given here. So it shows basically how specific our history is. We have we have so much of facts that is in written form, that why we have all this name is because our history is well written. So this is some of the name of the generals that were involved in attacking Anandpur Sahib. ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਰਨੈਲ ਜਹਾਨ ਖਾਂ, ਜਰਨੈਲ ਈਮਾਨ ਖਾਂ, ਜਰਨੈਲ ਸੁਲਤਾਨ ਖਾਂ, ਜਰਨੈਲ ਨਾਹਾਰ ਖਾਂ, ਜਰਨੈਲ ਮਹਿਮੂਦ ਅਲੀ ਖਾਂ, ਜਰਨੈਲ ਗਨੀ ਖਾਂ. ਇੱਧਰ ਦੇਖੋ ਖਾਂ ਹੀ ਖਾਂ. So it means that everywhere there were Khan. You know, like even now we hear some people that have the name Khan. So in a similar word they are saying ਉੱਥੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੁਸਲਿਮ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਸੀ. There were Khan everywhere. बहुत सारे ਹੋਰ कई खां मखां. Khan Makhan is basically saying there were so many Mughals everywhere. Khan Makhan, like Muraks everywhere. मौके दा लाहा लेन वाले. So this in a very simple phrase would mean an opportunist. So this because this Baitar Raje, they are taking the opportunity to take their revenge on Guru Maharaj. We spoke yesterday on why they were going against Guru Maharaj, because they already lost a war, and they were not happy of why Guru Maharaj is treating all the caste the same. They wanted Guru Maharaj to basically treat their caste higher, which Guru Maharaj didn't do. So that's why they were against Guru Maharaj. औरंगे तो होकी शोहरत लैन वाले एवे ही. So Aurange is another name of it's a short form of Aurangzeb's name. So hoki shohrat, it's basically like a fake praises. They just wanted to have the shabashi. In Punjabi we say shabashi leni. So they just wanted to be praised. They wanted to be seen as the good people by Aurangzeb. And there is a Punjabi kahavat here, saddi na bulai main lade di tai. So this phrase is usually used by Punjabis when especially you will hear when someone is not invited for a wedding, for example, then they would say this kahavat, saddi na bulai main lade di tai. So it says that like someone would say tenu ta bulaya bhi nahi. So in the same way, this Pahadi Raje, they are basically there just because they are an opportunist. They were not even invited or anything. So they are taking opportunity of the whole situation. ਕੁੱਲ ਮਿਲਾ ਕੇ 22 ਧਾਰ ਦੇ ਰਾਜੇ ਅਤੇ ਮੁਗਲਾਨਾ ਟਿੱਡੀ ਦਲਾਂ ਦੀ ਗਿਣਤੀ 10 ਲੱਖ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਵਧੇਰੇ ਸੀ. So ਕੁੱਲ ਮਿਲਾ ਕੇ, by mixing all this 22 ਧਾਰ ਰਾਜੇ and the Mughal forces. So you need to remember there are two different parties here which got together. One is the Baitar Raje and second is the Mughal. So there were 10 lakh. 1 lakh is 100,000. And Tiddi Dala. So Tiddi Dala is basically, the author is basically saying that in a way like say like ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਬੇਇੱਜ਼ਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, like an insult, because Tiddi actually means it's an insect. It's bigger than a fly. It's usually in clothes. It's in clothes. So it is saying like this useless dala, the forge, this little dollar, is the number of these useless dollar is basically 10 lakh, and that is a way to basically say that even though the number is so much, we are still calling them the Tiddi Dala. So this is one of the way the Khalsa speaks. Even though there are so many numbers of the opposite Fauja, we would say them as nothing. They are nothing. Tiddi Dala. So that is what it means here by Tiddi Dala. And दिन रात दुवल्ली हमले हुंदे रहे. So Duvalli means do wall. The attacks were happening from both sides. Do wallan. So because when they attack, of course, Guru Maharaj's Fauj, they would counter attack, right? They need to defend themselves. So from both sides, these attacks were happening day and night. And how long? 8 mahine da arsa. Arsa means duration. So this whole back and forth attacks happened for 8 months. So we need to remember that during these 8 months, they are conquered from all the 4 directions. They don't have any access to anything outside of Anandapur Sahib, which means the food cannot come in. And if we just try to imagine how long can, if you have food supply, how long can you last? And after 8 months, you can imagine there's nothing much left basically. Sri Anandapur Sahib nu kera pyar raha. So again, it is saying here, in these 8 months, the Anandapur Sahib was conquered from all 4 directions. Even though they were fighting, but they were attacked from all the 4 sides. ਪਹਾੜੀਆਂ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਆਟੇ ਦੀ ਗਊ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਮੁਗਲਾਨੀ ਲਸ਼ਕਰ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਕੁਰਾਨ ਸ਼ਰੀਫ ਦੀਆਂ that's the next page ਕੁਰਾਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਝੂਠੀਆਂ ਕਸਮਾਂ ਖਾਣ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਗੁਜਰੀ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਮਜਬੂਰ ਕਰਨ ਤੇ. So what happened is that this Baita Raje, they were Hindus. So they basically swore, they took an oath on they basically made a cow out of flour, and because the cow is seen as a very holy animal for the Hindus, and for the Islam, they took an oath that they swore on their Quran, saying that if you leave Anandapur Sahib, we will not attack you from the back. And because of this, and the other reason is because all this, many of the Singhs and also Mata Gujri ji, they were also persuading Kalgitar Padshah ji to leave Anandapur Sahib. We need to remember that all these things, they lack supply, and it's not easy to stay hungry. There are many kahavtas that says it's easier to die than stay hungry. So the condition of Anandapur Sahib was so it was so we can't really say bad because it's a pana. But again, we need to remember that this is one of the, we can't say that they simply left Anandapur Sahib, because they were in such condition that they had no choice, but they need to leave the Anandapur Sahib. Guru Maharaj himself didn't want to leave him. If he follows his own will, he didn't really want to leave, but the Singhs and Mata Gujri ji persuaded them over and over again, saying that we should leave. And why they were so convinced? Because these Hindus, they took oath on their holy cow, and the Muslims, they took oath on their Quran. So the Singhs and Mata Gujri ji, they are saying that if these people are swearing on something which is the most holy in their religion, it means they would not betray us. And in the end, they did betray. So this was some of the reasons of why Guru Maharaj decided to leave Anandapur Sahib. Sri Dashmesh ji nu Sri Anandapur Sahib chhadna paya. So they had to leave Anandapur Sahib. So ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਦੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਸੰਮਤ ਨਾਨਕ ਸ਼ਾਹੀ 234 दिसंबर 1704 ईस्वी मुताबिक 761 बिक्रमी 6 ਤੋਂ 7 ਪੋ ਦੀ ਵਿਚਲੀ ਰਾਤ. So from 6 to 7 po, so the night of which is in between of 6 and 7, so it means the night of 6 po. ਵਿਚਲੀ means in between. ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਨੰਦਪੁਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਛੱਡਣ ਉਪਰੰਤ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਰਸਾ ਨਦੀ ਕਿਨਾਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਵਿਛੋੜਾ ਪੈ ਗਿਆ. So when they came at the banks of Sarsa Nadi, all Guruji's family and the Singhs that were there, or the Sangha that were there, uthe vichoda pੈ ਗਿਆ. They were all separated. And in the slide you can see this is currently where the Gurdwara Parivar Vichoda is, and that's the area where the whole Vichoda happened. ਤਾਂ ਵਹੀਰ 3 ਹਿੱਸਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੰਡਿਆ ਗਿਆ. So Vahir means dala or a group, you can say, or jatha. So the whole jatha, the whole group, the one that left in Anandpur Sahib, they were separated into 3 different smaller groups because the current of the river was so strong, and so they were basically pulled into different directions. 3 ਹਿੱਸਿਆਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੰਡਿਆ ਗਿਆ. ਇਸ ਵਾਰਤਾ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਰਧਾਵਾਨ ਕਵੀ ਸਾਬਰ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਇੰਜ ਬਿਆਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ. So there's a kavi by the name of Kavi Sabar ji. So they described this whole situation in their writings, and it's a very beautiful writing. ਗੁਰਾਂ ਇੰਜ ਸਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਭਾਰ ਲਾਹਿਆ, ਬਾਜ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ, ਘੋੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ, ਤੁਰਕਾਂ ਛੇੜ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜੰਗ ਰਾਤ ਵੇਲੇ, ਤੋੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ, ਮੋੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ, ਗੁਰਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਥਾ ਬਿਖੇੜ ਦਿੱਤਾ, ਥੋੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ, ਥੋੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ, ਸਾਬਰ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਸੁਨੱਖੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦਾ, ਜੋੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ, ਜੋੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ. So first of all, there's a typo at the end. Sabar is not sojne, is sohne. You can correct it with a haha. So this whole 4 panktiyan is a very beautiful writing of Kavi Sabar ji. They say, Gura inj sir to par lahya. So Guru Maharaj basically they carried a very big par, because to accept such a heavy pana, we don't say mada hoya, we say it's a very so whenever something when we say in English we say bad, but in Sikhi and our bole we don't say something bad happened. Whenever something which Dunyavi people would say bad, the Khalsa would say bahut para pana vartya. So that is something that we can try to apply whenever there is hard time in our life. Instead of saying mada hoya, we shouldn't say mada hoya, we should say bahut para pana vartya. Because even if you are talking to someone, when someone is dead and you are talking to someone, if you say to them boy mada hoya, it means that Maharaj did something bad. But if you say bahut para pana vartya, so that is a very accurate way of saying the same thing, but in a more accurate way, and a way which is acceptable in Gurmat. So they are saying Guru Maharaj had a very heavy pana on his head. And what is the pana? Because when they accepted the will of Paramatma to come to this world, they had this heavy load on their head that they need to fulfill. And one of it is this, to have their family separated and to basically go through all these hard times. So that's why it is saying Gura inj sir to par lahya. So here they have performed the pana that they were supposed to do coming into Kaljug. Baj kise paase, Guru Maharaj is Baj. They always had this Baj. Kise paase, one side is their Baj, Koda kise paase. So some of the horses were at different direction. The Baj was at different direction. Turka cheda ditta jang raat vele. So this Turka, when they promised to not do anything from the back. They say we would not attack you from the back, but they still did. They basically deceived Guru Maharaj. They basically cheated on their own qasam. Because they took an oath on the thing which was most holy in their religion, and they basically went against that. ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜੰਗ ਛੇੜਿਆ ਤੋੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਸੇ Toda means gun firings. So the gun firings was at one side. Mora kise passe. Mora means the horse movements. So the horse movement was going to one side. The gun firings was going to one side. Gura Singhan da jatha bikhed ditta. Bikhed means separated. Guru ji da jatha sara vakho vakh thaan te kar ditta. Thoda kise passe. Thoda kise passe. So thoda means a bit. So some of Guruji's jatha is at one side and the other one is at one side. Sabar sohne sanakhe bachchiyan da. So Sabar is also the name of the poet, but they're also saying that Sabar also means patience. So the beautiful children of Guru Maharaj Ji, the char sahib zade, joda kise passe. So the one pair is at a different direction and one pair is at different direction. So these 4 lines basically very beautifully and very in such a vairag way, it is telling us what happened at the Sarsa River. Dome vadde sahibzade 41 ਸਿੰਘ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਰੋਪੜ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਚਮਕੌਰ ਗੜੀ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ. So now this is the first jatha. There were 3 jathas and this is the first jatha. The first jatha is Guru Maharaj themselves and 41 other Singhs. They went to Chamkaur Sahib, but before they go to Chamkaur Sahib, they stopped at Ropar. Ropar is basically near Anandpur Sahib. Currently, it's known as Roopnagar, and that is the first jatha. The smaller jatha from this big jatha is Guru Maharaj, 41 Singhs, and they continued to Chamkaur Sahib. And then Poojnik Dadi Ma Mata Gujri Ji, the mother of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, ਦੋ ਛੋਟੇ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੋਰਾਵਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਅਤੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਗੰਗੂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਖੇੜੀ ਲੈ ਗਿਆ. So Mata Gujri Ji and the two small Sahibzade were brought by Gangu. Gangu was basically the servant of Guru Maharaj's house. So he brought them to their village. And what is the village name? The village name is Khedi. Gangu ne ਬੇਈਮਾਨ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਧਨ ਚੁਰਾ ਕੇ ਆਪ ਦੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਸੋਭੀ ਦੇ ਸਮਝਾਉਣ ਤੋਂ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਸਮਝਿਆ. So basically the Gangu, he was beiman, he was deceitful. So the word beiman, actually it's the combination of two words. It's be is without, iman. Iman means faith or basically integrity. So be-iman, without integrity. So that is how the word be-iman is formed. And he was be-iman. He did not have integrity. He basically stole Mataji had some money and some gold with them. So he stole all the wealth. And even when his mother tried to, talk to him, he did not listen. ਇਸ ਪਾਪੀ ਨੇ ਮੋਰਿੰਡੇ ਥਾਣੇ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਦਾਦੀ ਮਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰ ਕਰਵਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ. So he basically went, he reported, because when Mataji asked him if you stole, because she knew that Gangu stole her wealth. So when she asked him, she said, if you really wanted it, you should have just asked for it. You didn't have to steal it. And he got very angry because he realized that Mataji has already figured out that he took the wealth. So he went and report Mataji and the Chote Sahibzade at a Thana. Thana means a police station. And the police station, where is the police station? It's at Morinda. So if you can see, there's a picture on the right. Currently, the Morinda Thana, you can still visit it. It's called Gurdwara Kotwali Sahib. And so far, from the last time that I have visited, it is still preserved. it is still it's made of bricks. It's still the brick structure that was of that time. It has not been so it is it's worth visiting. And that the Thana, even until now, when you go, it literally looks like a Thana. And that's at Morinda. Morinda is near Fatehgarh Sahib. And from here, Upurant, Papi Hakumat ne Guru ke dove lala nu Sarhand diyan kandan vich chinwa ke shaheed kar ditta. So he basically this Gangu, when he reported the Chote Sahibzade and Mataji to the Thana, they brought the Sahibzade to this Thana and they were captured, and then later on they were bricked alive and they got shaheed. And you can see on the left in this slide there's some items. So these were some of the items that were found when they did excavation of this place. When they dug the place, these were some of the items that were still found. So why are we looking at all these artifacts that was found, the structures? It means that all these things, they are just not mythical stories. It actually happened, because we have all this, we still have the places where all this incident happened, and we even have the artifacts that was found from these places. And then दादी माँ जो ठंडे बुर्ज विच सन. So the दादी माँ माता गुजरी जी, she was in the ठंडा बुर्ज ने ਇਹ खौफनाक देहांत सुनदियां श्री अकाल जी दा भाना सत कर मन्निया. अरदास करके चौंकड़ा मार समाधि लीन हो कर दसम द्वार राही सचखंड चाला मार दिता. So Mata Gujri ji, when the Shahidi of the Chote Sahibzade happened, they were sitting in the Thanda Burj. And when they got to know this heavy pana, again we see the usage of the word heavy pana, Akal da pana. That's why the Khalsa would never say Mara hoya. It would say Guru ji da pana vartya. And when she got to know this pana of Guru Maharaj, she basically Sattakar Manya. She accepted this pana, and she did an ardas while sitting, and she was basically immersed, leen hoi. She was immersed in her meditation, and through that, she basically left her physical body. So we need to remember that all the Guru's Mahal, the Guru's mothers, Guru themselves, they are not normal human beings. So they have the ability to leave their physical body whenever they want. And Mataji left their physical body after the Shahidi of the Chote Sahibzade. ਪਿੱਛੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਹੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਸਰੀਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਅੰਤਮ ਕਿਰਿਆ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਅਨੰਨ ਸੇਵਕ. Anand means pakka. It means firm. So there was a very faithful sevadar, and his name was Todar Mal ne Sambali. So Todar Mal ji, who was a very faithful sevadar of Mataji and the Sahibzade, he basically did their shashkar. And currently, there's also a Gurdwara there that you can visit. Matas, and this is the second Jatha from the Sarsa river. The first is Guru Maharaj and the 41 Singhs who went to Chamkaur Sahib. The second group is Chote Sahibzade and Mata Gujri ji, who were basically brought by Gangu to his village, and later on he made them arrested, and then they got shaheed. And now the third Jatha is Mata Sundri ji, Mata Sahib Devan ji, Dal Do Tehalna. So Tehalna means Sevadar. So they had two Sevadar, be like Bibiya Sevadar. So Mata Sundri ji and Mata Sahib Deva ji, they were together. Again, Mata Jito ji, at this time, she has already left her physical body. And that's why the only Mahla left now are Mata Sundri ji and Mata Sahib Devan ji. And both of them, they had two Sevadarnya, and their name is Bibo Ate Pago. So it's basically Bibi, the two Bibiya, their name is Bibo and Pago. And who else was with Mataji? Pai Mani Singh ji. This is the same Bhai Mani Singh ji jide band kate si. Jawahar Singh, Kanna Singh, Bhai Chaupa Singh, Mata ji de ਭਰਾ Sahib Singh, ਕੁਝ ਕੁ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਸੇਵਕ ਇਹ ਜਥਾ ਅਲਗ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. So this third jatha were consisting of the Matajis, their Sevadars, Bhai Mani Singh ji. So it's very interesting that Bhai Mani Singh ji, they were always trusted by Kalgitar Padshah ji to accompany their wives, be it Mata Sundri ji or Mata Sahib Deva ji. They were very trusted by Guru Maharaj. And there were other Singhs as well, which some of them, their names are given here. And also their brother, Mata Sahib Devaji had a brother. We discussed this in a few sessions back, where we talked about a Pant Mamaji. And now his name is no more Sahib Chandaji, his name is Sahib Singhji, because he has taken Amrit. So he was also with Mataji. So this is one Jatha. And where did they go? Suraj Prakash ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਐਨ ਵੇਲੇ means at that time, ਐਨ ਵੇਲੇ ਸਿਰ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਆਇਆ. So at the time when the whole separation was happening, one Sikh came to Guru Maharaj ਤੇ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗਾ, ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਦੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਹਾਂ. He said, I am the resident of Delhi. ਤੇ ਲਸ਼ਕਰ ਨਾਲ ਆਇਆ ਸਾਂ. Lashkar here means to the forge. So remember, Aurangzeb sent a forge from Delhi, right? So this Sikh, he basically came like their knocker, like he was basically one of their worker. He was not part of the forge, but he was like one of the helper. He basically followed the forge to Anandapur Sahib. And he was actually a Shardalu of Guruji. So he came to Guruji and said, I am from Delhi. I came with the forger. Koi seva dasso. So he said to Guruji, please bless me with any seva, because the condition, it was such a harsh condition. So obviously there was so many seva that he can do. But he asked Guruji, give me any particular seva that you would like me to do. And Guruji said, Guruji ne akhya, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਡੋਲੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਵਹੀਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਨ, ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਲੈ ਜਾਵੋ. So Guruji said, your Matawa, Mata Sundri ji and Mata Sahib Deva ji, they are dole. Again, because they are the wives, they are referred as dole. So your mat and dole also mean they would carry like a bride. When they bring the bride to a wedding, they would usually 4 people would carry her from each side. And that is a dola. It's like a palki. So there were 2 dole there. One is of Mata Sundri ji's, one is Mata Sahib Devan ji's. So Guruji said, your Matawa's dole are at the other side. Wahir, Dalan, it's at the other group, other Jatha. And take them out of this place. Bring them somewhere safe. ਉਸ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੇ ਸੰਬੰਧੀ ਰੋਪੜ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਨ. So this Singh that came from Delhi, this Sikh, he had some relatives, rishtedar at Ropad. So what he did, usne Matawa nu othe ja chupaya. So he basically brought the Matawa together with the whole Jatha, the one with their Sevadar, with Bhai Mani Singh and everyone. He brought them to his relative's house and basically hide them there. So they were hidden at Ropad for a while. Te fir pace badala ke. Pace means their appearance. So basically they need to change their appearance, or else the Mughals, they would know that these are the Matawa, these are the wives of Guru Maharaj, and the other Singhs, they are basically the Singhs of Guru Maharaj. So they had to change, they had to basically disguise in a different form, in a different appearance. So this is where they changed their appearance at Ropar. Pace badala ke Delhi nu Wahir le gaya. So he brought this Dala, this Wahir, this Jatha to Delhi, because he is a resident of Delhi, right? So he then took both of this Matawa and the whole Jatha to Delhi. Ansar Took. So that there is a whole account that records these narratives. ਗਿਆਨੀ ਜੀ ਕਲਾਸ ਵਾਲੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਹਨ. So ਗਿਆਨੀ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਕਲਾਸ ਵਾਲੇ in their ਗ੍ਰੰਥ Sri Dushta Daman Prakash, they wrote, ਮਾਤਾ ਸੁੰਦਰੀ ਤੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇਵਾ, ਮਾਤਾ ਸੁੰਦਰੀ ਜੀ and ਮਾਤਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇਵਾ ਜੀ, ਰੋਪੜ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗਾਏ ਜਾਏ ਛਪਾਇਆ ਸੀ, ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਦੀ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਂਝ ਕੋਈ. So they are saying that the both of the Matavas were brought to Ropar because kise di sanj si, because the Sikh knew someone in Ropar, utte jaye chapaya si. So he basically brought Mataji's there for the time being. Kar ona de vich thehraya ji, thehraya. So they brought the Mataji's and the Jatha there and utte thehraya, they rested there for a bit. Mani Singh, Jawahar Singh, Singh Tanna. So these are some of the Singhs that were with Mataji. Ina Tinna ne saath nibhaya ji. They were there with the Matawa. They basically also saath nibhaya. They were together with Mataji. They accompanied the Matajis. Bibo Pago ehe tehlna naal do san. Their sevadars, Bibo and Pago, were also there. Utthe ਸਭ ਦਾ ਭੇਸ ਬਦਲਾਇਆ ਜੀ. All of them changed their appearance there. ਦਿਨ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਦਿੱਲੀ ਨੂੰ ਚਲੇ ਗਏ. The next day they left to Delhi. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਬਣਿਆ ਸਮਾਂ ਲੰਘਾਇਆ ਜੀ. And then they spent the rest of their time in Delhi. ਪਈ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੀ ਚਾਲ ਕਰਤਾਰ ਸਿੰਘਾ, ਵੱਡੇ ਯੋਧਿਆਂ ਤਈ ਖਪਾਇਆ ਜੀ. So the last two lines are basically saying that such time came, even when the ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੱਡੇ ਯੋਧਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਬਸ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਆ. Such a harsh condition came, such a big pana happened, that all these situations happened, that all the Matawa were separated from the rest of the family. And this is where we would stop for today. So from here we would see what did Mata Sahib Deva Ji do in Delhi, and what basically they were together, Mata Sundari Ji and Mata Sahib Deva Ji, and later on at Delhi as well they would also lead the Panth, and but that would be after the Jyoti Jyot of Guru Maharaj. But now we would see for the time being, after arriving in Delhi, what happens next? What do they do? So that we would cover that tomorrow. Maharaj Kirpa Kare. And with that, I apologize for any mistakes that is done in this session. And hopefully with the assistance of the Sangat, we would be able to complete the Jeevani of such a great Mata, Mata Sahib Deva Ji. And we also, we are blessed because we are given the privilege of having such a Mata like Mata Sahib Deva Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.